Alright. Last time I did the Familiar of Zero, Magical Warfare, and Van Dread. This time I'm starting off with what's called Girls Bravo. Alright, this one's funny. The main character is a boy who's always getting picked on because he's short and weak, and he's allergic to girls, and he breaks out into this rash and stuff. Well, his next door neighbor's tub doesn't work, so she comes over to his house and takes baths. She thinks he's trying to take a peek at her, and he gets thrown in the tub. Ends up getting transported to a world that is actually right next to Earth. It seems as though you could touch them if you just reached out, but it's really good. And this planet's mainly made up of women. There are barely any guys at all, so they are star crazy mad. So the girl, the main character girl, who's very lighthearted, bubbly, seems kind of ditzy, sweet, is in love with this guy. She's been seeing him in her bath water. But she has these three marks on her head, which people who have those are able to open up a gate between the worlds. Usually, it has to be in water. So he ends up. It's because she opened the gate, and the water started going, and he went through. He gets chased around a lot. Then she ends up sending him back and accidentally coming with him, and so she lives with him now on Earth, and they send people down to get her back. And then, her sister sends these people to get her back, and the sister finds out she's in love with the guy, so she lets her go back to and she also sends the people that she sent to get her sister to go find her husband from Earth. And a lot of crazy stuff happens. There's a super duper massively extreme amount on the crazy level perverted guy who's also a main character and has allergic reactions to guys, which is funny as fudge. Alright, next, Dance in the Vampire Bun. This one's interesting. Okay, the main character is a werewolf from the Earth Clan, and the other main character is Vampire Queen, which the whole world has found out that vampires actually do exist, and it comes up because of the show. It's really funny. She's basically trying to make a resting place for vampires, made by vampires, and since they've been around for so long, she's really rich and gives her way pretty much. Okay, and it has sad parts, it has funny parts, it has lovable parts. It's a very interesting anime. Okay, this one's called C. It has a C and then a dash and then Control. It's a really good anime. It's about this other world. You use a credit card to get into, but it's a specific kind of credit card, and you basically put in your future for money. They get your future, so you can have money now, and it's basically battle. They do a lot of battles. You spend money on stuff. If you lose completely all of your money in the battle, it goes and you get bankrupt, and then bad stuff happens in the real world. They're very much connected. A lot of bad stuff happens, but it does have better parts. It has really good, interesting parts. So this young boy ends up getting greeted by this really weird guy, and it goes in and through all that kind of stuff. So that one's really good, and I do love it. Okay. So that's those three, and unfortunately I didn't say this the last time, but go crazy and be yourself. Lots of love, and I do approve of those animes.